Let's go live, y'all. We got some shit to talk about today, okay? I have peeped some shit that I definitely want to, weigh in on or whatever. So please make sure that you hit that like button on the way in and on the way to the meat of the conversation today. Before that, we're gonna listen to ROOGA in a song called For Duck. Let's go.
You should know he wrong. He a fucking white boy.
It ain't exclusive if you don't shoot.
And I know what I'm on. My boys on. And we gonna come. Because I know they not gonna play about me. They gonna kill shit. You know what I'm saying? And once we come, it's on.
New Glocks and XDs. We ain't shooting till we test these. And we ain't stopping till we catch three. Hit his crib and tell him catch me. They like they ain't playing failure, this shit that deep. Look, the other day I almost clapped a nigga. Whole time it's just a fan, he tryna snap a picture. That get back gon' be so real, we got a rapper nigga. We just ran lurking tryna catch a rapper nigga. And if we ever said it's up nigga, then it's stuck nigga. I'm the type to come through dressed up like a cluck nigga. Now you box up in that corner and you fuck nigga. And the last word that you heard was this for duck nigga. And all that fake shit don't come around with it. Cause usually that snake shit come around with it. And usually the ones that fold say they down with it. You hanging with that nigga, he told you must be down with it. And they ain't gotta get close to you. Nigga, I can get you touched from an ocean view. I just make a call and they do what they supposed to do. Ain't no capping, boy, them scrappers, they stand over you. Like Dusky say, I got a bond with my shooters. And if they catch a case, then we just bond out the shooter. We might hit your crib like we running with the looters. You can try to run, but ain't no running from this ROOGA. I catch the killer, he getting buried alive. No buried in fire. When my niggas want you, where you gon' hide? Better ride with that fire. And if we can't find you, we gon' get somebody that mean a lot to you. So you can keep on hiding and we gon' end up taking a lot from you. And ain't no question, I don't wanna talk. And ain't no drive-by shooting today, I wanna walk. We been at his crib some hours, today I wanna stalk. And we ain't leaving from his crib until this nigga caught. He coming out, I saw him in HD. Ran up on him with that pipe like, nigga, take these. Nigga stumbling and running, he can't shake these. Then all he seen was a flash, told him say cheese, nigga. Got a lot of shit on my mind, I just keep inside. Cause if I let it out, you might just see them demons fly. It's fucked up when you lose your nigga and see him die. That hit a part in your soul where you can't even cry. I done witness niggas change right in front of me. And I done witness niggas get changed right in front of me. Mama always asks me, son, what you wanna be? But it ain't what I wanna be. Mine, it's what I'm gonna be. I always been a humble type, but never been a mumble type. Was raised around them young wild niggas. In that jungle life, you wouldn't last a day. You don't want to see what that jungle like. Them youngers riding around with pipes. Them youngers, they'll take your life. Most of my niggas gang bang are locked up in the cell. Sometimes I ask the man upstairs, does we living in hell? Them shorties run up on your porch like they deliver mail. Them shorties run up with that torch and just deliver shells. See, I grew up in a city full of hatred, where they see you got a way out, but don't want to see you make it. They don't want to see you take it. They don't want to see you chase it. They gon' smile like it's love, but deep down inside they hate it. See, I came a long way from depression and aggression, from welfare to Section 8. I thank God cause it's a blessing. Brothers in and out of jail. Lord knows my mama stressing. Thinking about the life I live, like will I make it to see heaven? Will I make it to see 27? I be damn, I be under a reverend. I be damn, I let a nigga get up on me, he gon' catch 6 from the 7. I done seen niggas hang with niggas who done told. So I don't fuck with them, you fuck with him, you done told. I can vouch these niggas bitches on bro now, and I can merch that on them niggas on phone now. If that was me, won't be no witness. Nah, if that was me, won't be no sentence. Look, so run up on me wrong, you better have your shit together. Cause them killers I fuck with, they be with whatever. My niggas hopping out with them deserts. We ain't come to send a blessing, but we came to send a message. Look, moral of the story, keep a weapon. If he tryna learn, he get burned. Cause I teach a lesson. Hollows open up like presents when I shoot that Smith & Wesson for some shit he did in the past. Now he ain't present, nigga.
Shout out to the royal family. Shout out to everybody. I meant to be here yesterday, right? But got caught up at work, family stuff, and everything like that. And of course, I would have to edit. But recently, right? I've been watching Uncle Suge. That's my dog right there. I've known him for years, right? There seems to be this lady named Miss 504 girl, or that Noya 50 in the fuck, right? Shorty is over here contacting Uncle Suge's minor child for Saneter, okay? So she's another creep in the HOK, right? We like to call them the House of Predators over here. Now, she, in this video, this edit that you will be looking at today, first will be telling a little bit of her story, her trauma of what she went through. And y'all know I've been through shit too. So I'm not judging her on anything, besides, she has some losses and stuff like that. Far as, her family members and stuff like that, right? So that will come up in here. However, I'm not showing that to, you know, hurt her, whatever. But I'm just wondering, right? Why somebody with this alleged traumatic background. And first, I want to say that I did my research on Shorty, and it's some holes in your story, boo. But we gonna take your story at face value as you put it in here today, right? For now. But she contacted Suge's underage child, and that's the little text you see right there where it says, "Hey boo, I'm talking to you. I have a YouTube channel. Okay, I know you miss home. I go in on your dad like I'm gonna do today at 6:30 p.m. because of what I see. Anyways, I'm always here if ever you need to talk. Don't tell him because he will tell you to block me." I saw the video made saying that how others come before you. I know this feeling. I'm that Noya girl 504. Now, we're going to talk about it today, Royal Family, okay? We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it, period, okay? Now, why in the fuck is anybody contacting a child from YouTube, over some YouTube shit? Now, I know the feeling because people have stalked my children's social media, right? And I do want to state that recently today, Saneter claimed that, all these things, right? He's a coward now, so he goes live on a dumpster channel, right? And he claims that we're trash, but we've already pointed out with facts that this nigga and his people are sick as fuck over there. Period. Okay. Well, seems that Miss NOA 304, I'm gonna call her. Not only did she contact Saneter's son, but she also did about 3-4 years ago an interview on Saneter Studios where I'm gonna call it a humiliation ritual. You guys will be able to see for roughly about the first 20 minutes this humiliation ritual. And it happens. That's what Saneter wants you to do. He wants you to talk about your traumas so that later on he can throw it in your face or use it for blackmail, right? Saneter has attacked and lied on Uncle Suge yet again, and I'll be making a video about that. But he made a lot of statements in there into which currently and ever will never be true, right? And we've talked about them before, but I have to dig in the crates, right, on my YouTube channel or whatever, because on one of my other pages, I got some videos private, right? But it was some interesting things that happened during that time frame, right? But I digress. So we're going to hear Miss 304 talk about her life and shit like that in this humiliation ritual. And then we're going to hear how Suge and his girl, Kelly, were directly affected by finding out that this bitch contacted his son. Not only that, she seems to have a fucking problem with everything and don't like Kelly and all this and that. If you don't know, Suge recently, settled down with Kelly, and I think that's great. And I wish them all the wisdom, all the love and growth in their relationship, period, point blank. Now, I could say for myself that I've seen Suge be a father figure, right? As he posts videos of his children out enjoying like other states and just even little events that he has, bowling, things like that, right? Going to the movies, going to games, all type of shit. But this bitch 304 like literally has a problem with every single thing he does. And recently Uncle Suge bought a house. She's so worried about where he lives at, right? But when you put everything together, which hopefully I show you the storyline, no, this is not a play, but this is what happened in the string of events. So at the end, you guys can weigh in, or even during, you guys can weigh in on how disgusting that you think this chick is or not, right? In my opinion, I've seen Miss 304 girl, going at several people. I did not know that she was going at people's children, though, to the degree that she's been doing it. Now, like I said, I didn't want to cram this video with too much. Plus, if I would have continued to edit and stuff like that, we wouldn't have got up in here today, okay? But we possibly, depending on how the bitch react, we might have to readdress more of this, okay? Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see, let me see. Texas, what's good? Yes, hit that like button for your girl. Yeah, son, shout out to Dre, what's good? Shout out to everybody. Texas Bama in the building. Glock Dookie, quit playing with me. Okay? Cuban, Roll a Mile, Chakra King, shout out to you. So, shout out to those in the clouds or whatever. You can hit that like button or whatever. Appreciate it. It's free. And let's get the show on the road, okay? Because we got to find out what is going on in this situation. It is never, and I want to say this, never okay for somebody to contact a child on social from, so this girl, this woman, Miss 304, she's not even beefing with Suge. Let me get to this. She not even beefing with Suge about no real shit. Now, mind you, Suge has ignored this bitch for 8 months. She over there talking everything, want to know everything, want to know this, that, and the fifth, how you get the house, where is the house? She's trying to contact his child, okay? Doing live streams. Now, not only does she ride for Kwame, but she also, like I said, has connections to Saneter Studios. And she wasn't only on Saneter Studios once, she was on Saneter Studios twice. And if you know about the Misunderstood situation, well, baby, she interviewed Misunderstood, and Misunderstood interviewed her, and Suge's name came up for some fucking reason. This bitch hates Suge so much, right? But she's gonna ride with Misunderstood because both of them are addicts, right? And if you have been an addict before, this is no disrespect to you. I'm talking about these two bitches, okay? Well, I have a whole playlist on Misunderstood, and how disgusting she is, and how she said that pedophilia isn't that bad, and all this and that. We got receipts upon receipts upon receipts. I broke that bitch down like an old box, okay, period. But Miss, 304, of course, she went over there. She been on drugs, smoking crack-a-lack, right? In the chat-a-lack, in my Uncle Suge voice, and doing the most, like, in life, like, period, right? And there's some inappropriate shit that went on with her. And I will state, as a survivor myself of sexual abuse, I would never make fun of somebody being sexually abused. However, like I said, there's some issues with the storyline, okay? But we'll get into that on another time. But let's get into it, y'all. What's good, everybody? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Victor, Emmanuel, Dev Chef. Man, this shit's crazy. Incognito. This shit wild as hell, y'all. But let's take a look at this edit. This edit is 1 hour and 14 minutes and 50 seconds. You already know. Fair use, baby.
Shout out DG Product, you hear me?
It takes a lot to be a sexual abuse survivor, and to share this kind of information.
It takes a lot to be a sexual abuse survivor, and to share this kind of information.
So why did y'all attack me then? You over here running around calling me a fucking predator, and I've stood on way more pedophile shit than y'all could ever with y'all pedophile supporting ass. Y'all niggas is sick as fuck over there.
It takes a lot to be a sexual abuse survivor, and to share this kind of information. Yes, I'm so very pleased to have the sister here, that she's taken the time to sit with us. And today we're going to sit down and talk to her and find out a little bit more about the in-depth side of her, what the sister has been through, what drives her. And you know, so without further ado, Saneter, I'll hand it over to you. And
okay, yes. I know a lot of these stories that you may hear is nothing new if you live where I live, in the hood. I want y'all to understand that.
Nigga, that's your story. Partly, you was on drugs, up here shooting up with a needle in your goddamn arm.
I hear these stories all the time. So without any further ado, I want to ask you, Miss 504, can you introduce yourself to the people, talk to the people, let them know where you're from, where you grew up at?
Okay, thank you, Saneter. I'm Miss 504, and I was born in Charleston, South Carolina. Born there, but my grandfather was in the service, so we transferred when I was in Pampers, diapers to New Orleans, and this has been home for me ever since I was a baby.
Again, you know, I'm so happy you're here with us because these kind of stories need to be told. So, I just wanted you to go into what you shared with us about your childhood and your relationship with your father. Take your time to go in depth about that and share that with the family, please.
My grandparents raised me, so I never really ever met my dad. I talked to him on the phone. I spoke to him on the phone, and you know, it just felt like I was closer to my dad at that time than even my mom. And my dad had gotten cirrhosis of the liver, and he kept calling, and his last wish was to finally see his daughter, was to see me. And my mom, she didn't. She thought that if I would have went to Charleston, South Carolina, they would have kept me. Like I would have been able to come back home.
This interview right here was 3 years ago, but her contacting Uncle Suge's son was within the last 48 hours.
3 days later, after my dad's last wish was to see me, 3 days later, I got the phone call that my dad had passed. And
we just gonna listen to a little bit about her, you know, get to know her as a person.
And I knew in my head that's all he wanted was to see his daughter, was to see his daughter, and that didn't happen. So I took my anger out on my mom, because at that time my mom was, drinking and partying. So it's like that was the life, My grandparents could do all they could do for me. I would look forward to going and spend the night by my mom's, and to no avail, she would go out. So it's like I would go from this cousin house to that cousin house. I wasn't really ever with my mom, because my mom was being fast and everything. So, just partying. She had that nightlife. So I just never really felt close to my mom. I always felt like that my mom, I don't know, my grandparents did talk to me before, and they told me that my mom wanted a boy, and that they really didn't want me. She wanted a boy. Okay, so I cried, because that's a hard thing to deal with. You feel like your mom don't know you, but then these people that's raising you, that love you the most, are telling me the truth. So that hurt. It hurt deep. I just turned to all kind of things. I turned to men thinking that could find a father figure and this, that, and the other. Then later on in life, my mom, this particular day, I dealt with everything. I dealt with verbal abuse, physical abuse, and I've also, dealt with child molestation. With the age of being molested, I was 8 8 going into 9 years old. Still, I was a child. And it was a cousin, you know. It's crazy because he tied me. I remember him tying me up. He tied my hands and my eyes, and I could hear my mom screaming. So I'm thinking as I got older, okay, so then he had that duffel bag. He had the duffel bag filled with like rope, garbage bags, everything that he did that could have did away with us. Okay, after he did what he did. So it wasn't really, you know, hard to figure out what had happened to us from the police. So he ended up getting locked up over that. And about 4 years ago, he had gotten out and ended up having a heart attack. So like, that was that. That was like the first person. That's a cousin.
Let's back up a little bit, sis. And you know what? Again, this is super sensitive. This topic. It takes a lot to be a sexual abuse survivor, and to share this kind of information.
It takes a lot to be a sexual abuse survivor, and to share this kind of information.
It takes a lot to be a sexual abuse survivor, and to share this kind of information. I just want to take it back some because that was a lot, and I feel for you. I'm glad that you're surviving from that. I want to go back a little bit and talk to you about before that trauma. You had spoken about how you resented your mom after your dad passed. I hear that you say you felt like, you know, oh, she didn't really love you. But what kind of relationship did you have with your grandparents and your mom? Like, because you mentioned to me on the phone that they didn't appreciate how your mom was treating you, and you I want you to share with the family what you said to me, how you felt as a child, excited. You know, when you said you were excited and you were going over. Talk to us about that. Let's go back to that, please.
So when I would be at my grandparents' house, first of all, okay? So then my mom would call, I would talk to her on the phone, because she had her own apartments. So she would call, and I'm packing my bags, tell them, get ready, you know, happy, you hear your mom, you want to go hang with your mom. And see, the thing is, I guess because a mother, like me with my kids, I'm gonna get back to it, but it's still a bond. Like each child want the mother. They want their mom. You understand? Right. So I would get all excited to, you know, pack a little bag or whatever, go over by my mom's house. And there were nights where my mom didn't even come. You know, she didn't even come there to get me. So that's a big letdown to me. That hurt because I'm finally thinking, okay, I can go hang up, spend some time with my mom. I didn't have a bond. I felt like even to this day, I don't have that bond with my mom. And the reason is because of the partying, you know, the drugging. I mean, I'm not going to sit and paint no good picture because it wasn't a good picture. You know what I'm saying? Because it messes you up. It really messes you up because you don't have your dad, and now you don't have your mom. When my dad died, that she was getting Social Security for me.
Sis, would you say that was the only trauma? But I wanted you to share what else you wanted to share with us about the trauma in the childhood.
Yeah. So when my dad did die, I was 13, 14, something around.
Okay.
I get ready to go meet my dad's family, like my grandmother over there in Charleston, my uncles and all of that. So I go over to meet with them, and they come and get me. I was nervous because that was my first time ever meeting my dad's parents. You know, my grandparents, but my dad. And I met my uncle, this Uncle Tony that I had. And that's my dad's brother. So my dad's brother is that's the next one. So when I got there, I slept on the living room couch. Okay, I'm a teenager at this point. It's like a sofa bed couch at the house. So I slept on there, and I'm sleeping, but I hear somebody open up the back door. So he came in, and when he came in, I felt somebody sitting on, and I'm like, why is he sitting on a bed and not going in the back? I'm feeling him touching, and I'm scared. I don't want to move. I don't know what to do at this point, because now this is the second time I'm dealing with this shit. Okay, and so I started hating myself because I'm like, what is it that's drawing these guys? You know what I'm saying? So a child, I thought it was me. I thought the problem was me.
How did the family react to once you let them know that you were molested?
So she just screamed. She screamed, and she begged me not to tell my mom. You know, I had just met that part of the family. So I ended up leaving and coming back to New Orleans because I did call and tell him I'm not going to keep that from him.
We talked about the trauma, but you said you were a teenager. When did you finally leave leave home?
18.
18. Now, what was that like? I'm just assuming you didn't get any therapy or you held that in. Going out in life after all of that trauma, talk to us about the most difficult functioning as a young woman when you first left home.
Yeah, when I first left home, I was nervous, but I wasn't scared. And then I met, that's how I met my son's dad. He was a good person. But see, it kind of hurt because I didn't know if I was looking.
Facts incognito.
For the dad in him or what. I know it wasn't the dad part of it. I didn't know if I was looking, for the dad in him or what. I know it wasn't the dad part of it. I didn't know if I was looking, for the dad in him or what. I know it wasn't the dad part of it. When women go through so much, it's like you looking for love. So I met him at 17. I started drinking. That's at 17. I started drinking, and so I was already taking pain pills at that age too. That's when I started getting the pills. I started getting like hydrocodone. I started getting all kind of to like numb me. But I started using it to numb myself too. Okay, so the thing is that when I went through that, I started taking the pills, and I didn't even know nothing about addiction at that time. I really didn't. And I started drinking. So I started getting bad when I didn't have the pills. I started like really, really feeling bad. After I got the pills and I stopped taking them, I started getting sick. So I got the pills, I got sick, and I kept doing it. I kept getting pills. I just kept because I kept trying to numb myself when I felt like I could be, really, really free when I was on the pills. I could talk more. I could socialize. I could do all of this. You know what I'm saying? I can laugh. I can be happy all day. All day. This is the new me.
Did it lead you to other drugs? That's like, the drugs that's in the street, like maybe coke, heroin, anything else to try to heal the pain from within. You tried to cover it up with these type of substances.
Yes. It did. It led from, because once I started taking the pills, my body got used to that. And once I got introduced to drinking, of course, that was that. When I used to work at a club in my late 20s, I started messing around with powder, which is coke. I started messing around with powder, which is coke. For some reason, like, that just kept me up. And it went from that to taking like ecstasy and, it went, snorting coke, it was everything. That was me numbing the pain that I felt. I was numbing everything. So when I was working at the sheriff's office, so Internal Affairs called me back at home. And when they called me, they asked me, had I heard anything from Webb? And I said, no. I said, he just left to go to roll call. He told me I needed to sit down. And I said, what I need to sit down for? And he said, because Webb's been killed. He had been shot in the back of his head and robbed.
Now, I guess this person that she's talking about was her ex-husband. I guess he was a sheriff, and somehow she did all these drugs and all this shit. But she worked at a sheriff's office. I'm confused.
And they dumped his body out on Bertrand.
Right. And then them pills will make you itch too. Like, in another thing, I heard her say something about morphine. Morphine is, basically in the heroin family. Not basically, it is, and it makes you itch. She itches a lot, especially on her face. Like, it's weird.
And that stayed on the news for like a week and a half. And we still, to this day, don't know whoever did that. We don't know that, So I felt that brought me more to drinking. It brought me more to drugging. I just felt like I couldn't find no comfortable spot in my life. And I didn't talk to nobody. There were times where I tried to just say, and just walk away from everything. Then I felt nobody loved me. Like, and all I could remember is one person. Why? Like, what's wrong with me?
Yep, a opioid. Yes, this is very confusing because we had to jamble up whatever, in the little space or whatever. But she was kind of just like, you know, bruh, like how everything was flowing out of her mouth. It was like a big run-on sentence. You know what I mean? But let's get back into it because we got we about to do some shit.
We got to talk about, because we're gonna get there.
Yeah.
We got to talk about you and your son and how.
Now, do you see how this is a humiliation ritual? I just, noticed today while editing this, well, really listening to this audio a few days ago or whatever, it just really dawned on me. I know that Saneter wants people to come on his page and, tell their stories so that he could use it against them later and shit like that, right? But it really just hit me like this is a humiliation ritual. Watch what he finna say.
And I didn't talk to nobody. There were times where I tried to just say it and just walk away from everything. Then I felt nobody loved me. Like, and all I could remember is one person. Why? Like, what's wrong with me?
We got to talk about, because we're gonna get there.
Yeah.
We got to talk about you and your son and how did you lose your son as well. Let's talk about that. How old was your son when you lost your son?
My son was 20.
Like, what if she was being interviewed and decided that during the interview she didn't want to talk about her son? We got to talk about your son. For what? Humiliation ritual.
26. Talk to us about that.
Okay. My son worked a lot. He was a worker, and I'm not gonna be that mother that sit here and say it's like the average mother. Like, I know my son wasn't doing this, I know he wasn't doing that. I'm not gonna say that because my son, when he moved into his house, he was selling, he did some things, and that's why I tell people you have to listen to your children, and when you see things, you have to talk to them. But when they're old enough, they're gonna still make their decisions. You just still have to be there and say, at least I did talk to them. You saw what I went through. You know what I'm saying? I went through this. And I don't, they said that he had hypertensive cardiac disease. Now they did find different medications too in his system. You understand? And this is why I push my story, because I've been through it. And when you think your children, the ones who sit here saying that, no, my son or my daughter wouldn't do that, you have no clue. You have no clue. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's my phone. But you have no clue at all what your son or what your daughter is out there really doing. I used to send the police to his door to knock, and they'll call me back and let me know, okay, miss, he's in good hands. He's okay. He's okay. And I did that. So that Tuesday night, I still called and I said, well, maybe he went slept out by his friend to get out the house, And that Wednesday morning, I went over there. So we had to wait for the lady who rented, do the house and everything. She came over with the keys, and the police opened the door. And I thought I could see the police asking him, like, are you okay, man? And then I looked and I'm like, okay, he's okay. He just slept, he overslept, or he's sleeping hard. And I saw my babies, he was sitting like I'm sitting on my sofa. And he was back like he was in a peaceful, deep sleep. And for me, when that cop came out of there and he shook his head and he was like, I said, is my baby okay? And he shook his head. He didn't even say it. He just answered. He just answered. And for me to see my baby, he was sitting on a sofa and he was leaning back. And they wouldn't even let me go in the house, They wouldn't even let me go in the house.
Beautiful, beautiful sister. Take your time. Take your time.
What's good, Ben?
You also have a baby girl, beautiful daughter.
Yeah, my daughter.
Why is he checking out her daughter? You heard what he just said. You also have a daughter, beautiful daughter. Why is he checking her out?
He wouldn't even let me go in the house.
Beautiful, beautiful sister. Take your time. Take your time. You also have a baby girl, beautiful daughter.
Yeah, my daughter.
Talk to us about you and her relationship, because I'll be hearing you sometime on your videos.
My daughter, the situation with my daughter is that I was getting, ready to go into treatment, right? I was getting ready to go into treatment. So I gave my ex-husband temporary custody of my daughter so that he can be able to, get her signed in school and all of that kind of stuff that he would have needed those papers for, because I was going to be doing treatment. And so I go to treatment, I do treatment, I come out of treatment. I can't find my daughter. I can't find my daughter. That, instead of that helping me, when I couldn't find her, that made me go back. Because now everything else that I'm going through, and now I can't find my daughter. So yeah, it's like this hit me hard, really, really hard. I relapsed 3 times. Back then, things were way cheaper than it is now. So back then, I was able, when you make 18, to get your dad, I was getting my dad's Social Security, right? But it started coming to me at 18 till 21. And so I used that. Then I started finding relationships. I would be with people who would beat me. My ex-husband, my daughter's dad, wasn't, so he was totally opposite, and I think that I messed my marriage up.
Let me ask you, Ms. 504, what was it that finally hit you that made you say, yo, you know what? Enough is enough. I got to get this thing back together.
I'm on medication because a lot of stuff changes. Your body's changing when you don't have that stuff in you no more. So I'm on my medications. And if I really wanted to go back, I could stop my medication at any time. And I think about getting up every morning, saying good morning to my mom, saying good morning to my daughter. And I even kissed my son's little urn, and tell him good morning when I come in, when I go to bed.
Hey y'all, yeah, since
All right, now we're gonna listen to Uncle Suge. I think I had it a little loud right here. I was rushing y'all, but so Uncle Suge is gonna talk about this situation with this woman contacting his son, right? And you're also gonna hear from his girl Kelly, who is gonna speak about how it affected her because there was statements made. I don't know. I guess possibly Kelly might be pregnant or whatever. And old girl had also made some comments about her unborn children and things like that. There's a lot of stuff in this video, but trust me, there's more. It's just unedited. But if I need to, I can take it there. You feel me? But let's listen to Suge, and eventually Kelly hits the link and stuff like that, and they're going to talk about it and show how it directly affected them. But remember everything that she just said as far as her storyline, the fact that, things were kind of iffy with her children. It's all this other stuff, the drug use and all that. And ask yourself, why would this woman be trying to contact Uncle Suge's son? And I do feel like if this was a girl, right, if it was Uncle Suge's daughter, it may have been a different thing. But we know, royal family, because we've documented it, that there are female predators out here. Now, I'm not saying that she's a predator, but these behaviors are very predatory. Okay. Now, you make your decision or whatever. In my opinion, they're predatory. And I'm just wondering why, she had her own situations with her own. This is where, and you're going to see it in a minute by Uncle Suge, but she contacted Uncle Suge's child on, I believe it was Instagram, may have been Facebook, but contacted his child and told him, don't tell your dad because, then he'll block me. So what is going on? And let me also state that this woman has no, it's not like Suge went in on the bitch or nothing offended her. It's that Suge makes content about whatever he wants. He might talk about Kwame, Uncle Suge, whatever, but she cool with both of them men. And I probably should have put Kwame in here or whatever. But I think that this definitely, I can prove that it has a direct correlation with Saneter. She was just on his channel. Then also, she has another interview over there. Then she also is mixing with the junkie, right? In Cali, the one that went to the cabin in the woods, right? She had went to she lives in California, but she had went to uh one of Saneter's HOK dudes' houses. There was cameras everywhere. He had you know, sex with her, whatever, or she gave him throat. I don't remember all the details, but I have a whole playlist on that bitch, and she's scandalous. Now her and Suge had a run in, and she, you know, as far as I wouldn't call it a relationship, but she's been out on these streets slandering him for years and all that. And plus, she was also out here lying and capping about other things. So we definitely delve in. And for a minute, I was on her side, but then I was like, wait a minute, started asking questions. Soon as you ask questions, then it's a problem. So again, she's dealing with all these, you know, people that don't like Uncle Suge. So what would be her motive to contact Uncle Suge's son? What is she going to do for Uncle Suge's son that she couldn't do for her own children? Right? I mean, I beef with people online, but I don't think about contacting their child. I'm just saying. So now we're going to listen to Uncle Suge talk about how it directly affected him, how we found out a little bit of the backstory, and how he feels as well as Kelly on the situation. Let's go. Yeah, it is sick. What's good, Porter? Yeah, dope. So, as soon as this motherfucker come on. Let me see. Come on, nigga.
So I brought that up, man. I just wanted to finish it off, you know, because I didn't mention this woman contacting my son, reaching out to my son, calling my son boo. This old woman
Hey, Yummy.
reaching out to my child. She's trying to be his prom date or something.
Facts, Emmanuel.
I don't understand this. I'm confused. I don't understand. Oh man, crazy person, man. You know, and this shouldn't be accepted, y'all, by nobody. Everybody should be outraged that this woman will stoop this low. And these people are conspiring together, you know, to do things like this, man. Yeah, this woman is insane. Yes, it really is, man. Like it really is. And then when you hear her history and everything she's been through, like it really makes you wonder. Look at this. I'm talking to you. I have a YouTube channel, okay? I know. You miss home. I go in on your dad like I'm gonna do today, 6:30 p.m. She's slow, as you can see how she typed, because of what I see. Anyways, I'm always here if ever you need to talk. Don't tell him because he will tell you to block me. I saw the video you made saying how others come before you. I know this feeling. I'm that NOLA girl 504. That GOAT 504 YouTube. Look at this, y'all. This is what this person right here. That's who is messaging my child. This woman is messaging my child. And y'all gotta just do the math. Why y'all think she's so cool with Saneter?
Right. Sugar's a fool. But what would this woman, this grown ass woman, this woman is in her 50s, y'all. Why is she contacting a child? This is wild. And she got connections to Saneter. And again, Saneter, I'm gonna be back on your ass because I heard you was just recklessly just lying on me. I've been dealing with the Fonny case. I wasn't even talking about this crackhead ass nigga. I was gonna jump back on him, but to prove some other shit, right? Or show y'all some other shit. And he went out today and not only lied on me, but Uncle Suge on his little backup channel, like a fucking coward.
And Kwame, and she's sending They sending each other stuff about my kids, y'all. These people is nuts. These people is crazy. I didn't know it's like this when when you start wearing nice sweaters and shit. I didn't know.
Exactly, sugar. That is a great point right there too. I'm glad he told his dad, because a lot of children, they wouldn't have maybe even said anything about it, never even thought twice, or maybe have contacted this woman back, not even knowing what the fuck. And what was her plans, right? Like, was she trying to lure him eventually? Like, why did she want this boy to be watching her YouTube channel? As she talks about his dad, his siblings, you know what I'm saying? All type of shit, just all in Suge's business for what? And again, they did not fall out about nothing. You know what I'm saying? She just all of a sudden just started going in on Suge 8 months ago, and he has ignored it the whole fucking time until he found out roughly about her talking about the kids and his kids and shit like that. When the kids got involved, then he was like, oh hell no. You know what I'm saying? So this bitch is just trash. She's trash. Trash as fuck.
Oh, it's gonna be like this, y'all. So I'm pursuing things legally, y'all, to see what all could be done. Remember this junkie kept saying
I guess she's like a DoorDash person or some shit.
He was coming to Louisiana to do something to me. He said he was coming to New Orleans. He said he was coming to New Orleans and sell me some of that good stuff. And he never did. And I swear he never did. This woman has been saying the worst things she could say.
Yeah, I was gonna go back and get, because he did other videos on other channels or whatever, right? But he was, doing his impersonation of her. Bro, that shit had me on the fucking floor.
Tell me. Why?
It's good, Jay Johnson. I mean, W. Johnson.
Look at
I'm
this
tripping.
monster on the screen. Think about
his son is 15, but she's in her 50s. So at this point, it really just doesn't even matter. I think his son is 15. I'm not sure, but he's a minor, period. He ain't old enough to be on his own or none of that. He still got to go to school, ain't graduated. Obviously, Suge made a joke about, do she want to take my son to prom or something? So in that age range, but I feel like regardless of if the child is 15, 16, 17, even 18, shit, like, that if it was a female, a lot of more people would be, in their feelings about this. But like I said, there are female predators, period.
What she went through growing up, the relationship she had with the people that's supposed to love her the most. Think about all that, and then you got this monster reaching out to your child. I saw it. Like, what is wrong with these people?
So, hell nah. W. Johnson said, "Is that Saneter's bus driver lady?" It might be. Shit, what the hell? But like I said, she was on Saneter Studios like twice. We just listened to where she told about her stories and trauma that she went through, and it's fucked up. She lost her son. I don't wish that on nobody, but with the understanding of the whole thing surrounding her son, and when you really get into it, right? Suge done laid some of it down already on other channels, right? Because she flagged Uncle Suge's channel, so he had to go in on Sugar Man, the prototype, and it is what it is. But like, the bitch is just crap. The bitch is trash. I'm sorry. Like, ain't no motherfucking way in hell. And regardless of, he's a minor. So any child is still a child. Boys get it sexually abused too.
Nobody comes before my children. When it comes to me, they read those posts from my son's TikTok, those hashtags and the photo dump. When you dump photos, and this how you know how dumb they is. She did it. She sent it to Kwame. Kwame do a video on it. They saying the same thing. How do they both get that wrong, y'all? Think about that. That's how you know they're conspiring together. How do they both not?
That's also proof that these people, Kwame and this NOLA girl or whatever in the fuck 304 been stalking Suge's children's social media.
No, that's a photo dump. How do they both think that he's calling this beautiful place a dump? Think about it. Y'all act like I didn't.
The fuck? Hold on, let me drop this. Let me drop this. We do got a lot of people on the internet right now. All right, let's go.
Wasn't showing the place.
Up in the house, I'm telling you, my kids is still awake. My man's on the game. Then I think we got a TV on all the way upstairs, because I think I left the TV on in our bedroom.
It's off step by step. But that show you how they conspiring together. Reading hashtags that, because my son looks on TikTok and I guess he looked up what, had popular hashtag for viral videos. And depression is one of the most popular hashtags. You can look it up your damn self. My son don't even, you know what the definition of depression is, but I guarantee you he don't know what depression is. I guarantee you that. I bet you.
Most adults don't even, not most, but there's some adults that don't even know what depression is.
You do. I bet you do. This is crazy, y'all. I ain't never did. I will never do nothing like this. I don't think nobody has ever did this.
Facts, IQ.
I think somebody sent. I think it might have been her, because it was a while ago. Somebody did send my daughter some messages on one of those platforms. I would have to ask her.
Hey. So yeah,
So this is Suge's girl Kelly, and she's gonna speak about how this affected her. Again, this Miss 304 is actively trying to find out where Suge lives, contacting his children, and making comments about if Kelly is pregnant, then the baby could be born with issues, all type of comments that people shouldn't be making about children, period, especially ones that failed to some degree with their own. So, come on.
I am extremely outraged.
Hey, Zion.
By a 50-something-year-old woman reaching out to a minor, finding a minor's page, reaching out to them and sending a message and saying, "Don't tell your dad."
Because that's what he kept saying. He was like, how does she even find my page? He just kept saying, how does she even find out? Like, son, these people would do it.
Oh my God, bro. This bitch flagging me or something? All right, let's go.
They would search. They would do anything until they find. I swear that's what my son kept emphasizing. How did she even find my page?
Everybody should be outraged by that. Whether you like a Suge or whomever, that's a child. That's taking it too far. And to call someone, slander someone and call them P names and stuff, but your behavior exhibits that, ma'am. Telling a child, "Hey boo, don't tell your dad, or he will tell you to block me," that sounds like Chris Hansen behavior.
Can you have a seat over in that chair, please?
The things that they show in that.
Oh my God. Hold on. Not my fucking audio.
Television.
Bitch, a little demonico. Shout out to Marquise. Said I was in Saneter's chat earlier. They blocked me. I was laughing. That dude is wild, bro. He went talking all type of shit, talking about I was lying about my brother passing away as he pulled up with a whole nother person. Like, this dude is a fucking creep, bro.
Show about real situations.
If I did that shit to his deceased sister, then he would be on here crying for a year and a half.
Where people are messaging minors. That is sick. This was my first time hearing about it. You have ignored this person for so long.
Can you repeat that?
This is my first time hearing about it tonight.
I haven't said nothing to nobody. I haven't said.
Oh, he is. He's reporting her.
The word.
I'm outraged because.
What the fuck? She over here doing ritualistic spells. Her in Nepal. on my damn stream right now because my shit is on 100%. I'm looking at my damn router.
This is a person who has lost a child, a son at that. And you would go after someone else's son in the way that you did. You are a very sick individual. You have, like, this is low. Hey, boo. And then to say, I'm going in on your dad like I do. Wow, y'all. This is crazy. But you guys are, whoever supports this, you are contributing.
Yeah, and that's what he did when he tried to dox me. That's why he ain't got the right people. He's slow as fuck.
To this sick behavior. You are feeding the beast, literally. Whatever this woman has going on, you are feeding that. Do you know how long Suge
Facts, Zion
has ignored her? How do I know? Because the lies that she tells on him, the slander that she says about him, eventually start affecting the people who are around him, right? So when she's saying the things that she says about him and he's ignored it, even when it pops up on my timeline or whatever, I've blocked all that stuff. But Suge never wanted to respond to this person. Suge left it alone when it was on him, even though it was defamation and slander. But when you start talking about people's children, that's a whole nother situation. The things that she said about me, because I'm around Suge, right? So now I start to become a target. Let's talk about how when she thought I worked at a school, she was saying she was going to call the principal. She was going to call the job that she thought I worked at. She was putting the information on her YouTube and telling her audience she was going to call my job on me. Putting up.
Now remember, this woman, Kelly, and Suge did nothing to this woman. So what in the fuck is she doing? Like, I get it. Sometimes when you come for people with a name or whatever, then you get a new audience, you get more views and all that shit like that. But they should have done something. Not just some, oh, you're mad as hell and you just want to speak on something because he's speaking against people that you like. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Pictures of people she thought were me or whatever. I've never talked about anything personal other than Suge on here about my life. I've never shared anything about whether I have.
That's a fact. That's why I got Chris Hansen right here. Because that shit is wild as hell. Don't tell your dad. Bro, what the fuck?
Children or anything. But this individual on this screen has come to this YouTube, putting situations on me that aren't true, saying things that, I don't care to repeat. But the things that she said about children being taken away and, just crazy things, begging me to show my child or children. She said that, where is your child? Where is your child? What is your obsession with people's children?
Why would you want to just see a random person's child? Like, if you do have a beef with them, then your beef should be with them, not their fucking child.
Where is your child? You're with this man all the time. Where are your children?
Yeah, that's like, and I never even heard or knew that. Like, what would even make her say that? Just because her son ain't there. Like, that is insane.
She has said that multiple times. And people that, will send me things or, whatever, or say it if I'm in a chat somewhere. Hey, Miss 504 said this about you. And it's like, what? And let's just say the latest thing, there's nothing to anything this woman has said.
Facts, Marquise. They are definitely getting bold as hell. And then, right now, she just contacted his son within the last 48 hours. This is the message that you're seeing on the screen, right? But Saneter went in on Uncle Suge today, lying as well as lying on me, just randomly. Like, for what?
The latest defamation she's put out there, accusing things of abuse and.
Thank you, Marquise. Also, I appreciate you.
Just crazy stuff. But you know what? The stuff she's been putting on us is the same thing that she just shared in this story, this clip that Suge just played.
Yep.
The things that she said about her life. She said people would beat her. She's tried to put that on us. And that is absolutely false.
Think about that, y'all. That's pure projection.
She has told people she has video of it. Now, come on, y'all. And they sit
Death Chef.
over there and feed into it. How would she have video of something like that?
See, now Saneta's doing it from like a little troll account or whatever, right? He's going live on this little rinky dink ass other channel because he's a fucking coward. You see what I'm saying? So he said, "Oh, I ain't gonna talk about them no more," and then he just been uploading and doing lives on this other channel and shit, just lying. He lied on Ben recently about some shit that we're not finna go back over. Literally, the man went back to like when Inky was on the team and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? Talking about, well, this or that. And we've already spoke on that. The videos are up. You can view them. It is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? If it was about Ben, go to one of the Ben videos. You would want to go to one of the first videos where Ben speaks. That debunks everything in that fucking live stream. The nigga is a liar. Then he's running around here saying, he's running around here saying that me and Uncle Suge and this person and that person are mad at him because he took our wrench. Family, go to my channels, right? You'll want to look at, you can look at all of them, but go to Queen's Throne TV and Queen's Throne, obviously the one that we're on, and maybe even True Crime TV. And you'll see my channels are, if you go to my page and go down, you'll see them and other people that I fuck with. But like you will see that when my brother died and I came back to YouTube and I saw that my rent was gone, I went back to my channel, did my own thing, and rocked with people that supported me for real, in real life, right? After going through what I had to go through, right? And he's sitting up here claiming that after he took my wrench, that I was just making videos about him and I was so salty about my wrench. I did not respond to this man or make a video about this man until Brother Polite got locked up. So from roughly December, right, of 2020 to August of 2021, I had not said nothing about Saneter. Don't nobody give a fuck about a motherfucker taking my wrench. I'm in people's chats that I support. I know they support me, and I don't have a wrench over there. That's fine with me. I'm not tripping. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just all cap. And then he said some other shit that all I got to do is go back and listen to maybe about 6, 7 long ass live streams and find where he contradicted everything that he said. Them lives are on private for a reason right now. Okay? Period. So I'm going to go dig back through them, right? Because we going to have fun with this. So y'all know that I'm going to have surgery on the 13th. So I may be gone for about, 10 days or whatever. I'm going to try to heal. I say that, but I get bored. I'm not able to work and shit like that until 2 weeks after my surgery. So, and it's fine. I'm just getting, it's an in and out surgery or whatever, basically outpatient. So, but I'll be gone maybe 10 days or so, you know what I'm saying? Cause like I'm getting, I have a hiatal hernia. So like my stomach where the food goes is like moved a little bit and it's in a wrong position. It keeps making me have heartburn and shit like that. So it could become a problem if I just leave it like that. So I'm going to get the surgery or whatever. I'll be out, I got surgery on Wednesday. So I'll be out and chilling or whatever. But I was told by my doctor, like I can't sit obviously or stand for a long time. So I guess I got to lay down or something. So I'm going to be chilling, right? And during that time, I'm definitely going to go through a lot of videos even videos that are on my channel, because a lot of the facts are even on my channels. You know what I'm saying? Before all this kicked off. So just to let y'all know, now I do want to come back though, before, like Monday or Tuesday or so, with, you know, debunking some of Saneter shit, but that's if I can find my clips. But know that it's coming, period, point blank. So just to let you guys know, if you don't see me on my channel for, you know, a few days or whatever, y'all know I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate you. But it's a common surgery, you know, it happens and stuff like that. So, but yeah, let's get back into it, y'all.
It, first of all, has never happened. I mean, she has even gone to say, I mean, it's crazy. But when I hear her tell her life story,
oh, definitely, Sugar.
the things that she has put on us happened to her in real life. But she'll say our names and tell her audiences, and they're believing it. And nobody's
facts, and they definitely do. There's somebody right there, and I've been fucking with Ann for years, you know what I mean? But and you know, if I go over there, I may not have a wrench, or she may not have a wrench over here. That don't mean I don't, you know, we ain't cool or whatever. It's
well,
just
how
petty.
would you know? Because you don't even know them people or talk to them people. How would you know anything about their life? Nobody sees it. And we can go on and ignore her and ignore her and ignore her. And then it's like you go too deep and you go too far. I was saying that we can ignore her and ignore her over and over. Because, I mean, honestly, we do. You know, nobody pays her any mind until she goes crazy like this message. And it's like, this has to be addressed.
You just fuck with people.
Absolutely. And what's crazy is, if you ever get a chance, go put her in YouTube and go back. Look at some of the old videos. You will see she has a history of attacking
Thank you, y'all.
people's children.
Watch this.
Yep.
Do something with your fucking kids. They have autistic. They have autism. You can clearly see that. They must have got that shit from your side of the motherfucking family. You know, because you fucked up in the head.
Now the ugly bitch want to go low and talk about my kids. Actually, autism comes from vaccines, you ugly bitch. So it came from the government. That's number one. Number two, what the fuck is you worried about my kids for? Why the fuck is this bitch that don't even know me from a hole in the wall got so much to say about my kids?
This is not new. And I don't care if you don't like Suge, Kelly, whomever. Keep it real with yourself. A lot of y'all have made videos in the past about her talking about people's children. Will you make a video about this? This is bad.
Don't tell your dad.
You tell a minor?
Kelly ain't lying though. People need to speak up about this shit, period, because if it was their child, they would definitely be pissed off and want somebody to speak up for them. If nobody speaks up, behavior like this will continue and it will get even worse. I've seen in certain communities where not only the content creators, children's and family and all that are stopped, but the subscribers as well. So, you know, it's, you know, it could get out of control quick.
Don't tell your dad or he'll tell you to block me. What?
Yeah, mine isn't like, you know, in my intestines or whatever. It's just in my stomach. So like a little bit of my stomach where the food goes is like pushed up a little bit. So they got to fix it.
And you want him to come to your YouTube page where you sit around and cuss and talk and tell lies and defame his father and talk about his other siblings? You want a minor to look at your gross YouTube page?
About this shit. Then I bet she checked not made for kids on that motherfucker.
Right.
Right.
You see?
Right. She just tried to entice a child to go check out her YouTube page. A child that she does not know at all whatsoever, but doesn't, you know, probably wasn't going to have it marked for 4 kids.
Your parental,
fuck.
You see your parental skills, lady? Yeah, your parental skills?
Bitch.
This is crazy. And here's the thing. When he finally responds to you, you want to act outraged. like you're an angel, like you've done nothing. You've been going at this obsession over Suge for at least a year now. So what were you expecting? When you messaged someone's minor child, what did you think was going to happen? You were going to get ignored like you'd been doing? Like he'd been doing? No. See, he has parental safety factors. You know, and I was a child protective services worker. Those are words that we use. He's going to protect his child. Don't cry now, because what you better hope is that you don't get a knock on your door by the same law enforcement that had to come get you for those forgery charges and those things. Because this is sick. This is my thought for you, lady.
I agree. W. Johnson, this bitch is sick as fuck.
Leave.
And a predator. Like, for what? Why do you want a child to watch you on YouTube talk about her father, his father, his siblings? Like, and I don't care, you know, just because it's a boy doesn't make it more like, oh, well, you know, nah, boys get abused as well. And there are female predators. And we very well might be looking at one.
People alone.
Disgusting.
When they're not messing with you. And you don't have to worry about crying later. You know what I'm saying? Laugh now, cry later. No. You've had fun for a whole year lying on people. You can't leave them alone. And the thing about Suge don't care about people roasting him. It's when you talk about his children, his family. Like, come on. Y'all know that. It's a lot of people that talk about Suge. He don't care. If you're not a target, he said it several times. Y'all should know this already. If you're not a target for him, he's not.
Yeah, my bag. I'm messaging YouTube right now. I'm about to send them this message of what she did. I'm doing that right now. When you hear that little bloom, that's the people. That's YouTube messaging me back.
Right. Wow. Now, this is what's crazy. I believe she has a daughter.
Yeah.
Now, if the roles were reversed, Black women, and a man did this to our daughter, we would be losing our minds. This is a 50-something-year-old old woman sending a minor a message like this.
God, she got a Nepal wig on.
Now, if the roles were reversed, let's just change the gender, change these gender roles.
Hey, Nigel.
And think about it from that perspective. A man telling our little girl, don't tell your mom. What? Come on. Let's switch those roles and let's think about it. I'm just saying. I know for me, it wouldn't be okay at all. Now, we just had another person putting his children on the screen. And then we turn around and we got an older woman sending his minor son a message like this. Come on, it's too much. And say what you want. I've never seen Suge do that to anybody. I've never seen Suge contacting people's children. Can anybody say that? Never.
Oh,
now he'll roast.
I've never seen Suge contact anybody's child, period.
The mess out of the adult. You know, that's easy for him. He's not gonna go.
Right, like, or without a second hit. Like, did she hit something or take something? And where in her mind did it come to, like, okay, I'm gonna not only, you know, find Uncle Suge's children's social medias, because I wouldn't be surprised if she has, like, his daughter, his underage daughter, right? But in this situation, she hit up his son, right, who is still underage. And it's like, for what? Like, I'm just lost for words, fam. I'm just really lost for words. Like, what did she think she was going to gain out of this? That's why I'm saying I believe that she was, under the influence or something, because normal people don't just contact people's children on or off the internet for what? Unless you a fucking predator. And that don't tell your dad because he will tell you to block me is a fucking problem.
And here's the thing. It's certain things he won't do, especially related to people's children. Y'all have no idea.
I think so. I saw where she was talking about how Cassie is full of shit and Diddy didn't do it and she was at the parties and shit. I didn't see no interview though, but she's full of shit.
This is
Shout out,
crazy.
Ann.
We can't look at it like, oh, it's a teenage boy. No. And it's just a no. Mm-mm.
Facts. Bell, they would have been all over this motherfucker. Or if Uncle Suge had contacted somebody's child or whatever, they would be all over his ass.
She was out of line for that, period. That behavior is not cool. And you asking me, lady, where's my child or children? For what?
That's a fact. And Suge also is reporting it and doing what he has to do about it. I just thought that, I'm not gonna stand for that. I've spoke up about other situations where people went for other people's children, even in other sectors and shit. You know what I'm saying? Even if I didn't know them or wasn't cool with them, I still, but me and Uncle Suge is good. You know what I mean? I fuck with Uncle Suge. I've been watching Uncle Suge and cool with Uncle Suge for years now. Years, like 6 years, gotta be. And like he ain't never did none of this shit. And again, if he did, they would have been all on him like flies on shit. This is some bullshit. It is not okay. And then she got correlation with Saneter and shit. Now, some people that is on Saneta's team may possibly not be, in his chat all the time or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? But what would be her reason for going at Uncle Suge? Well, let's see who Uncle Suge goes at. He goes at Kwame Brown, which she supports, as well as Saneter, which she supports. So, I mean, like, what the fuck is going on? And then this misunderstood chick, which I got a whole playlist on. That chick is disgusting as hell and did all type of shit, drugs and OD'd in front of her children. She knew that one of her children allegedly molested the other and was talking about, hiring a hitman to unalive somebody because of the situation, because she didn't want her daughter to get in trouble. Like, it's a whole playlist, nothing but receipts, nothing but facts. But misunderstood and Uncle Suge, had, I wouldn't call it a relationship, but a situationship, right? And that went sour years and years ago, right? And she came up here for like 4 or 5 years and brought that shit up every chance that she got. And he debunked it until he finally gave up. You know what I mean? But this situation, I told him myself to report it because it's fucking sick.
So you can attack or harm them?
Hello? Man?
Come on.
Oh, she pregnant?
Now this the bitch, okay? Now listen to this shit. Look how much she's in this man's business that did nothing to her.
The bitch pregnant? We're gonna have a little talk about that. So would that mean that if it's a new baby, he did say new baby? Now, it looked like it was still let me see, you got the son room, you got the daughter's room, you got the master bedroom, so you got is it a 3-bedroom? I didn't watch all that.
She worrying about the size of the man's house? For what? She finna move in? She finna pay his mortgage? Like, she finna pay the property tax or something? What's she finna do? For what?
But they about to get married. They need to get married then. Bitch, ooh. I'm gonna talk about it. I didn't hear all that part though. I didn't hear about the pregnancy.
Exactly, Zion.
And the twins and shit. I didn't know. Me and my little brother, we got the same mama. But my little brother, my mama got pregnant with him at 47. 47 years old. I mean, it's a higher risk, but you know, of Down syndrome and other things like that. And now he's a cop. Mm-hmm. So I feel protected, safe. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, I saw the house, and I don't hate. It's a nice house. We saw the house, right? Okay, cool.
Now remember, she said, "I don't hate," because listen to what's gonna come next, y'all.
He goes in the house. He shows the house. As he shows the house, he shows himself in the bathroom. But number one, where is the house? Is it in California, or is that house in Ohio? All right, so we don't know that. But you know what I found very interesting? That you would cover up the address. That won't work at all. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna know where that bitch at real soon. That won't work at all. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna know where that bitch at real soon.
That won't work at all. Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, are you gonna bring him a housewarming gift, or why do you need his address?
Where that bitch at real soon.
We saw the rooms. He went on outside. He acted a fool in a bathroom. And if it's for your bitch, you're gonna need a bigger toilet than that, because that ain't gonna work for that hoe. Then it's behind the door. You just bump right into a motherfucker. I'm not gonna hate. It's a nice house. I don't hate. Having the keys and gaining entrance don't mean nothing. Now, this is your son's room. This is the other baby girl's room. And this is my new baby. See, you didn't even say that shit right. You understand? You looked a little nervous and fidgety as you was walking through the house. See me? It wouldn't have been a little bit so girl, y'all see this shit, huh? Ooh, I'm about to go ham in here. Come on.
So, in order for Suge to have bought a house, or anybody, right? They have to like do a walkthrough and show everybody where they live at, give their address. What the fuck? She not only worried about that, she worried about his cars. I guess she don't like the refrigerator that is little mini fridge that be in his little studio area, child. Nothing. Like the woman is obsessed for nothing. Again, they didn't have no falling out. He just been doing what he was doing. And her as having a YouTube page and supporting these people, she decided, oh, let me stalk his kids. Let me stalk his life. And then her talking about, you know, is the bitch pregnant and all that? Why are you so worried about Kelly? Kelly didn't even do shit to you, ma'am. Everybody been ignoring you over there for months. And you just kept doing it. Again, Kelly said, what you thought motherfuckers was just gonna, you know, she didn't say it like this, but motherfuckers was just gonna ignore this too. Like, then it would have just got worse and worse and worse. Again, why does she want to know where he lives at? And I didn't include it, but she went through other, you know, talking points about who paid for the house or all this and that. But listen to this, y'all. Pay attention. It's about to get good.
Let's go upstairs. I'd have showed it all. I would be excited if I was you coming from a fucking room. Your own beautiful home, and you ain't got. I'll believe it when I see your ass in it with the furniture. That's when I'm going to believe it. I'm going to believe it. Show the paperwork.
It could be, Belle.
Mm-hmm. I know about this other bitch, Dee. Her husband ain't on. Mm-hmm. Let's see, buddy, if it's in your name.
She got a YouTube page, too, where she, you know, does videos like this. And the videos are boring as hell. She'd be like, hit the like button. I'm not going to get started. And then everything that she says about a person is just some shit off the top of her head, just like Clyde Diva. Just lie roasting motherfuckers. And that shit's trash as fuck. Again, to somebody that did nothing to her. And then when he shot back, then she played victim. Then, oh my God, woman down, know your woman down who was born somewhere else type of shit. You know what I mean? Girl, like, sit the fuck down. Stop doing the most. Like, this was totally just fucked up and should have never happened.
Because I know realtors, they're real strict about things such as decades of thievery, drug activity, selling, distribution, using. Say you didn't, nigga. I got it. I got it all. I'm just waiting for the day to let you fucking know that you're lying. You say you never did nothing with no fucking drugs, but you're lying. Now,
girl, Saneter already docked Suge and pulled up seatbelt tickets, him bagging up some weed or whatever. This bitch done did dog food. She done did heroin, right? Allegedly. She basically said she did every drug under the sun already, right? In the earlier part of this edit. But she goes on in other portions where she went and told her story, which I got it. It's whatever she want to do type of shit, right? But yeah, like this bitch is fucking crazy. She on drugs like a motherfucker, and she over here trying to tell a man what his criminal record is. And I've seen Suge myself fucking come up here with his criminal record and talk about it himself. See, these are the type of people that try to throw shit in your face that you talk about on your YouTube channel. And then they think that they done did something and they got all this information or whatever. But far as him, you know, like that shit, a lot of that shit right there was cap. But what about her history? You know what I mean? She forgot about that, right? And then how she be up there, right? You know, with a vape that's like long or whatever. It resembles like a crack pipe, right? And you know how crackheads twirl the crack as they smoke that shit I used to sell, right? Years ago. Then you grow up and you learn and then you fix your life, right? Some shit I've talked about before, not glorifying it, but being transparent, right? But she up here twirling the motherfucker and shit. The only thing she ain't doing is holding a lighter up to the end of that shit. But, you know, look, if we have to readdress it, I can get petty as fuck in this bitch. Oh, but she did that shit. She did that. And it be long ass portions before she talk. She just be coming up here like, hi, da-da-da-da-da, and Uncle Suge this, and this person this, and all this and that. Like she be for everybody that she ever known, really, like on here too. Like it's crazy. Yes, twirling that motherfucker. Twirling it. Like she looking at like you hype ass bitch. What's good, Suge? That's bro right there. Shout out to Uncle Suge. Definitely shout out to him. We just looking at this crazy ass bitch that is attacking your son, contacting your son, attacking you, attacking Kelly, attacking your family. And, you know, I ain't finna stand for that shit, bro. Period. So let's get back into it. Because if we allow this to happen, it will continue. It will get worse, you guys. Trust me, I've seen it in other sectors. Period. This cannot happen. We cannot have this. And again, I don't care that he's male. You know what I'm saying? He's still underage. And women can be predators too. I've exposed predators. We can even go there on a whole nother note. Or I could show you how I think this bitch is a predator in a later video. But she could just take it as this. Stop doing this dumbass shit and leave Uncle Suge the fuck alone. And Kelly, like, I don't know if Kelly is pregnant, right? But if she is, why is this girl trying to fucking stress her out so she can miscarry or something? She already talking about, well, my mama had my brother at 47 years old and all this and that, da-da-da-da-da. Like, but, you know, it could be Down syndrome and all this and that. Why would you just fucking do that? Like, this shit is fucking sick.
Realtors, especially
listen to this shit.
In California, some fucking where they're not just gonna give a house to a nigga with a mile-long fucking background, no credit. Ain't you on Social Security disability? Mm-hmm.
Shout out to My Opinion 2.0. Thank you, Suge.
I probably could email him the video, huh? Because I thought that when you're on disability, Social Security comes from the government. So you don't need Social Security no more then, if you got that house. Because those houses don't go under Social Security offices and monies and government shit.
Now, in the beginning of the edit, right, because we used Suge's edit, I just kind of shortened it a little bit, but we heard her say that she took out her dad's SSI. And she was spending her dad's SSI, maybe he had passed away before, you know, while she was a juvenile, because let's say there's a woman, right? And she's married to a man, or she's with a man, or has a baby with a man, or vice versa, right? And let's say in this case, the dad dies, right? Then if the child is under you know what I'm saying, 18 or whatever, they can get SSI until they're 21. You feel what I'm saying? But how is she going to judge anybody about SSI? But that's not even the thing though. Suge's not on fucking SSI. But if he was, how could she do that when she was taking out SSI from her dad? Regardless, it was still SSI money. But she over here like she gonna report him or something. No. And he's not on SSI.
No. What is that, low income? That's a low income house? Your new baby is the bitch about to have babies? Your new baby is the bitch about to have babies?
Your new baby is the bitch about to have babies?
I was saying that she want everything but Suge. Like, what is she so fucking mad about? Again, she worrying about if this woman is pregnant. If this man is finna be a father soon. And that, I think that would be great, right? People are always, you know, now getting pregnant or having children. A man can have a child into his like 70s and shit. I believe Nature Boy's father was like 70 and, you know, his mom was a trick and she was, you know, younger or whatever, but she had gotten pregnant with Nature Boy. So a man, if she trying to say that about Suge, I don't know how old Kelly is. From the sound of it, from the looks of it, she ain't motherfucking 47 or whatever. But it's just like, what are you doing, girl? Worry about your own ovulation and your own eggs and your own, you know, sexual activities, girl.
I wouldn't give a fuck if y'all had 20 of them motherfuckers. I wouldn't give a fuck if y'all had 20 of them motherfuckers.
I wouldn't give a fuck if y'all had 20 of them motherfuckers.
You could have 8 wives, nigga. You could have 8 wives, nigga.
You could have 8 wives, nigga.
So you can find another.
That is crazy. Yeah, exactly. Anti-BS.
Child to harm, lady, or to try to get in contact with. Come on. Sick. And then talking about I'm always with him. Where's your child? Where's your... What?
Okay, well, I've heard of people getting it until they were 21. Like I had a friend that father passed away. I think she was like 13 or something, like the 12, 13. And she got, you know, SSI payments and she could work until she was 21.
How do you know what I'm always doing? These people are strange. But like I said, go back, put her in the YouTube search, and just, you can even put talks about child.
And that's a fact, Suge. Suge said, I swear on everything, I never did anything to this woman, but that's why I believe Saneter paid her to do this. I agree. I definitely agree.
Couple people that are gonna pop up instantly.
Miss 504, you going again, huh?
Thank you, Sam. Now we're going to listen to French Dose, right? He's going to talk about, you know, we heard from Hassan, and regardless if I see eye to eye with Hassan or not, she did go in on his kids also in other moments. But let's listen to French Dose and other people talk about dealings with Miss 304 and all of that. Let's go.
Like I said, go back, put her in the YouTube search, and just, you can even put talks about child. It's a couple people that are gonna pop up instantly.
Miss 504, you going again, huh? You like to expose people for the wrongs that they do, but you talked about my daughter sexually. You ugly crackhead bitch. I exposed the picture of you when you was blowing stones, talking about pills and alcohol. Bitch, that was crackhead weight. That was the weight of a crackhead. Nobody disrespected your son. The only thing I said was the same thing that you said you wasn't there for. I wish him back to life. So, and the only reason why I said that is maybe you can get a second chance if that was to happen. You on here talking about people's marriages, talking about how somebody looks, right? Talking about the next person. Talking about the next person, but I gotta expose Hassan Campbell because I was molested before. You dumb bitch. Then why you said the things you said about my daughter and other people's children? It wasn't only me. You said things about plenty of people's kids on here, and then tried to play the victim and acting like people was attacking your crackhead ass. Bitch, you a crackhead and you lost.
What's up with this Miss 504 chick? Who is she and where does she crawl under?
This Miss 504 stood up there and said that people were wrong for talking about her dead son and stupid shit like that. But she sat there and same thing. All of a sudden, Tommy's a you know. He take it up the butt, you know. And I'm like, why would you say that? I don't know you. What the hell? And it's just every day she's saying the same thing. She lying down telling people, Tommy said he's gonna sue me. And I never said I was gonna sue this damn woman.
You got something you want to say, 504? I never want
This is what you want, React.
I never.
And you've always been like this. So if you want to talk, that's a you've always been a behind the scenes jumping from this one to that one. Just like right now, we trying to clear all this up. We trying.
So right here is shut up and react, right? Obviously Miss 304 right here, Queen Regina and Tazzo TV. Shout out to Queen Regina, Tazzo TV, and Shut Up and React. I don't have a problem with any of them, but this is the panel. Now listen to this, y'all.
All this stuff, and you
Now we
spend
getting
years trying to make more shit
Hey Mika.
go on.
Why, Miss 504? If you're gonna sit up here and say all that, break it down by who?
Let me know. You know what? Let me sit up here and say this. Let me sit up here. I got one bell for you.
Yeah,
Let's
go.
Let's break this one down.
Let's.
You clout chase Kwame big time. Just so Kwame can pay your ass attention, right? Okay, so fine. He paid you attention. He gives you $500 to donate to your cause, and now you got shit negative to say about him. So won't you clear that shit up too while we clearing up everything?
So she out here on the front lines going head to head with motherfuckers about Kwame and all this shit, right? Now take everything this dumb bitch say as a grain of salt, because I done peeped out a couple of times where she was definitely lying, capping, and some more shit, right? But like she up here just going to bat for Kwame. She act like Kwame her best friend, or she knew him for a long time.
Huh? You talking about him like a fucking dog. And that man don't know you from Adam or Eve. And he helped you.
And Suge don't know you from Adam or Steve, bitch.
Now, think about that shit. I'm done. Good day.
Wow. Now let's get this straight, because I know this is where it's all coming from. Y'all want
Listen,
me
y'all.
to suck Kwame's dick. It ain't happening. It's not happening. Come on now.
So Shut Up and React said she wants motherfuckers to suck Kwame's dick. Come on now, it ain't happening, right? So he ain't with it. So because Shut Up and React isn't, you know, on Team Kwame or Kwamite, right? As Suge and them would say, she got a problem with him.
We sat up here and let Mrs. 504 say that a 3-year-old baby was sucking her father's dick. And we let that rock. We let that rock because Miss 504 was Miss 504. I will repeat. She said a 3-year-old was sucking her own father's dick.
Now, the only thing that I would say right there is where he said, we let her rock because that's Miss 504, right? Fuck that shit. I wouldn't give a fuck who it was on this motherfucker doing the shit that she's doing. And it's not with just one child, but now, again, it's escalated to her communicating with people's children that she just doesn't like online. Like, girl.
And she was going to grow up to suck dick. And we let that rock because she was Miss 504. But now I'm supposed to be the bad guy now, right? She done talked about Hassan kids, how they was autistic, all type of wild, crazy shit. But I'm the bad guy, right? Man, fuck out of here. I ain't bowing down to nobody, period. For real. I'm not bowing down to nobody. I don't give a... Listen, I don't care if it's 100 people in the chat that say fuck you, React. I'm still gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do the same thing. If you say I was clout chasing, you do the same thing. You do the same exact thing, Miss 504, but just nastier.
When I seen her, it was giving crackhead tease. But I was trying to be nice. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, then I just couldn't deal with it. Like, she was doing too much. I ain't really dropped down like that or whatever. But I've seen her, right, against, you know, fighting against Hassan and all this shit like that. I definitely didn't see all of it. But, you know, I moved on to bigger and better things, right? But I guess she rode that wave out as much as she could. Probably still does videos on Hassan today. Another man that did nothing to her. Regardless if people like him or not, or Shut Up and React or not, or Tazzo, or Uncle Suge, or Tommy, or French Dose, whoever, this bitch is out here violating people's children just because she's mad. Like she's not 50 fucking something years old. Like she ain't somebody's fucking grandma around this bitch.
But
I
nastier.
clout chase with Hassan. I clout chase Hassan.
You clout chase with. And you.
But I've never said I don't
504.
clout chase people.
You clout chase Tommy Sotomayor too.
Yeah.
You got Hassan, Tommy Sotomayor. Like, come on, we all do this shit, man.
Now, okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Facts, and everything. In fact, Mika, she is negative as fuck about everything. Like, and she even admitted in certain shit that she didn't know the people that she was talking about. She was just talking, right? But that's dangerous as fuck. And I feel Uncle Suge, and salute to Uncle Suge for ignoring this bitch. I got a couple motherfuckers I've been ignoring too for a while. You feel what I'm saying? But sometimes it's just not even worth it. Like, bitch, where did you come from and what is your problem? You feel what I'm saying? So if you answer to everybody, then you're not going to do what you came here to do. You feel what I'm saying? Make whatever content that you wanted to make. So sometimes you'll ignore them. Suge ignored her for like 8 months. 8 months. And now, again, it's ramped up to her contacting his son on social media, a minor, an underage child. Shit is sick.
You see, I clout chase the fuck out of Hassan. Everybody
And
on
Tommy.
YouTube, that's what
And Tommy and Kwame, for real, because you claim you cool with him, but you only just trying to get some subs off the shit. And then Uncle Suge.
they do.
Everybody does, man.
And
Stop
you know
it.
what? And when I did that video, that was the first time me and Kwame ever had
Facts, Naja.
any interactions. Okay? But what I came up here to address is the shit about the 4 and 4-year-old daughter. Okay? I have put up with you motherfuckers talking
No,
about
not me. Not me.
Okay. So let me rephrase
Not
it.
me. I never once said anything.
Let me rephrase it then.
So if she had put up other people talking about children, does that make it okay for her to do it? And going, like, the shit she saying, motherfuckers children sucking their dad's dick and all this shit. What the fuck?
I went for a year from April 15th, the day my son died, up until recently, with motherfuckers dragging his name. So you damn right I said something about the nigga 3-year-old fucking baby. Is his baby better than my daughter, better than my son? Fuck no. No. My son mean the world to me.
Your son is grown. You had your chance with your son. And in my opinion, you failed. Because you were in videos stating, you gotta listen to your children and this, that, and the fifth. Bitch, you did capers with your son. You was robbing shit, using drugs with your son. So again, why are you so worried about Suge? Like, I don't understand that. It don't make no sense. And his child, like, what
so I'm
the
gonna
fuck?
let all them motherfuckers drag him down.
No, her son robbed a bank with a fucking note. His face is totally visible, but with a note. He went in there and robbed a bank with a note. And his face just, hi, all on camera.
And laugh at it. But when I said something about him, she wrong, she said this. Fuck that.
I didn't say a single syllable towards your son. Not one.
I didn't say you.
So stop with the projection. Don't project this shit on me. You making me feel bad. I'm not the nigga that did it.
Let me tell you something. I said y'all because
you sit up here defending myself over this shit. I ain't one of them.
I said what I had to say. I'm not gonna say no more because the shit really ain't getting nowhere.
Send your shit in the right way.
I came back up here to say what I needed to say.
Send your shit in the right way.
Facts and facts.
Simply because everybody for 2 years that I banged with dragged him beneath the surface.
And what did you say in order to bring that out? Because people don't just come up here and be like, you know, so-and-so's son died and then, you know, do the most or whatever. You had to have done something to antagonize it one way or another, possibly. Correct? Right? That's an option. That could have very well happened. And then just like with the Suge shit, when they clap back, then she's the victim, right? But she's the one that started the shit in the first place.
And I didn't go back at nobody until I got tired of it.
Facts, Chance.
Now,
because if your daughter react, listen to this. When they did that with your children, and you know what I'm talking about, when they was trying to say you was molesting or dealing with your own kids, that hurt you, didn't it?
And I squashed it ASAP. And nobody helped.
So you know that a false accusation could hurt somebody, right? So why did you do that about Uncle Suge? You lied on him too and said that he was a fucking predator, and he's not. We literally held a whole live stream where him and Ben spoke, and he went in great detail about the situation. We heard him out. Everybody in the chat was like, I fuck with Uncle Suge, period. So you're lying. You listened to a portion of a video, and that's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers that Saneter fucks with, or he uses their fake ass information, they just literally be fabricating shit, editing videos to make motherfuckers say shit they didn't say, or, you know, the timeline of the video, right? And it's ridiculous. It's pathetic as fuck.
About
nobody helped. That's another jab you're trying to do just now. That's another jab you're trying to do. That's another jab you're trying to do. Come on now.
Oh man, come on now. Boy, you know what? React. Fuck you. I ain't got time for your.
Fuck you. I'm not doing this shit. I done show respect a million times. Constantly talking shit about me in front of 300 motherfuckers. I never said nothing. And now I say something and I'm the bad guy. Well, say goodnight. You'll never meet another one like me.
It's this behavior. She has not changed her stripe.
Exactly, anti-BS.
At all. She just finds another person to victimize. Because that's what it is. It's stalking.
That's a fact, Sam. And I can definitely prove that. But, you know, that is in a later video, depending on, you know, how she react or respond or what she do next. You really need to come out here, bitch, and apologize to Kelly and Uncle Suge. Like, this shit is trash. And you over here as a sexual abuse survivor rocking with the House of Predators. Bitch, are you dumb? Like, I was wondering why certain people, right, that I know are survivors or stated that they were survivors did not speak out about Uncle Suge. I mean, not Uncle Suge, Saneter. Because why in the fuck has this nigga just been able to bring all these predators on his fucking channel and there's no problem? Saneter literally been out here just promoting fucked up people, scammers, predators, predator enablers, motherfuckers that would say it's okay to have a child in the room, in a hotel room, and that child being there is fair game. That's disgusting. And this nigga promoted these niggas and still has their videos up. But she over there, regardless, supporting this shit. Like, motherfuckers knew 3 years ago about Renentech. What is she doing?
It's harassment.
I'm gonna call the feds on this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call the feds on live stream like Israel Doctrine did. I'm about to move on up on this bitch, y'all. I'm calling the feds live like Israel Doctrine, y'all. Oh, look. On the article of her son robbing that bank, there was a lady that commented on it. Way to go. So I commented on the comment. This is 10 years ago. I said, you should see what his mom is doing on YouTube every
Sugar Man.
day. She commented back, y'all. She said, inform me. I would like to know. So I am informing her right now.
Wow.
That's a fact, Ann.
I wonder, was she the victim in the bank or something? You know, she might know somebody associated with this robbery, you know?
Yes, Queen Throne. Queen's Throne. It's just babbling. And she's making... She literally sits there
And
and
watch
makes up
that little fuck up I did. They gonna try to edit that and make it seem like I was talking about Uncle Suge. Watch that. You know what I mean? But I be thinking like Suge saw it's a S, so I just, you know what I mean? My bad, Suge. But that's the shit that they do. But just remember this time, y'all, because we may have to revisit this video.
stories as she goes. And I'm like, is anybody ever gonna say, well, how do you know that? Who told you? Where would you have gotten that from? You said you got a video. Where's the video?
They just gave me a link to a form for okay. I'll show you this later.
Okay.
And I really hope that, you know, he definitely reports it. I'm sure he did. Suge don't play about his damn children, period. And Suge is a great father. And we've seen that online. He brings his children into his videos. He's brought them on trips and showed them, you know, having fun and all type of shit or whatever. So for this bitch to act like Suge is a bad father and shit, we need more fathers to step up and be in their children's lives. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't always happen. Sometimes it may be a step parent or somebody raising their child, you know, single parent wise or whatever. But it's always good to have the other parent there because, you know, the child needs both parents to some degree. You feel what I'm saying? And at the son's age, you know what I'm saying? He definitely needs the fine tuning of how to become a man. So there's nothing wrong with that. But they over here trying to act like he don't want to be in this beautiful ass house. And Suge, I know it's a lot to untie these things and close your curtains, but you need to start doing that possibly because these YouTube chicks, look, you need Suge. Put her face in the window. Put her face in the window, Suge. In the window. Make it look like she looking through your window because that's what she gonna do next. She over here trying to find out where Suge live at. Is it California? Is it Ohio? Like, girl, chill out. Worry about yourself.
And they gang up.
And if you see her background, y'all, it's just raggedy trap house.
And they use each other to do things like this, to attack people they don't like. And then they never stop to think, well, what's going to happen when I go too far and I get in trouble in real life? You know, trying and listening to her story.
That's big facts. Suge will go live and be at church or, you know what I mean? For real, for real.
Not feeling like your daddy you didn't meet your daddy, didn't feel like your mama wanted you, people beat you, that all this stuff, right? So this is the prime. I mean, she's this YouTube life and finding.
She already posted his house. She is fucking sick. She was like, is it low income? Girl, is your house low income? Because from what I seen, and then she like, oh, I'm not finna believe it till you get furniture up in there. Girl, worry about your own dusty ass furniture.
Go along to get along gangs to kick it with. She is the perfect candidate.
Please, bro, because she over here trying to find out where you live at and your house. And she talking about like she gonna go there and shit. I was like, what you gonna do? Pay his mortgage? Like, why you want his address? You gonna pay his mortgage, his property tax? You gonna bring him a housewarming gift? Like, what is it, girl? What is it?
For that. She's looking for love and acceptance. And the more she victimizes people, lies on people, spreads
rumors. She posted a house. Okay, I got
rumors and defames people. She seems to think that is getting her positive attention and some type of love through a super chat or whatever. Not realizing that when you put out that type of vitriol and hate.
Now that Sam brought up NYCHA, I got a little short video for that. I'll, you know, load it up or whatever and play it afterwards.
It's coming back to you, lady. Nobody can walk around lying on people all day. I mean, she wakes up in the morning lying on people on video. You are living a miserable life. I cannot think about strangers that I don't know all day, every day like that.
Hey, if y'all go on Facebook and find that post, y'all gonna see me and this woman chat. I ain't telling y'all whether y'all gotta do your own research. Go look, Miss 504. Go tell me it's just a woman that your son handed that note to. Scared the living shit out of her.
And if you change your life so much, where are your positive videos?
Hello.
Now, I heard you say in that interview that you never went to therapy. I would suggest you trying. Where are your positive videos? You should be trying to uplift your community of people who went through what you went through. You know, you should be grouping up with mothers who lost, their children to what happened to yours. You guys should be out in the community bringing awareness to those situations. Your page should not look like what it does. We shouldn't hear you talking about people's children and begging women to show you their children.
Well, I know one thing. It's gonna get, a little more worse from her as far as the information I was saying. I just got sent mom, her son, her daughter, the goddamn son's baby mama, the new boyfriend, the grandbaby. They sent me everything on 504. Okay, y'all, I got an arsenal. I got your the crazy mama you talking about. She reminds me of She Santana's mama. It's funny. Yeah, it's crazy, but it's crazy. And Joyce. Boy, they all got the similarities. It's a carbon copy. They all got the similarities. Hey, man, this is sad, man. Hey, but sometimes, you got to write a script and create some entertainment, that a certain audience ain't gonna like. It's like, a sports show might have to cover this other topic or, cross. It's just sometimes you got to do it. It's part of the job. It's part of the job, y'all. But yeah, since she want to play this game, man, I'm gonna give her what she wants. She wants some attention. She won't me to respond. I'm gonna give it to her. That's what I'm gonna do, man. Nice and methodically and smart. I ain't gonna get flagged anymore. It's gonna be smart. I wouldn't even be over here. Think about that, y'all. I show you how tamed I am. Just as clean as I am right now. Got on my hasivat. Yes. But is there anything else this woman done to you might want to get off, man? Because a lot of people may not know it, and she's been doing it, for over a year now, or almost a year, if not a year. No, it's not been a year. I have to be honest. It ain't been a year. It's been about 8 months. She's been on attack for about 8 months. They always, she kind of started a little bit after or around the same time as the Lady DJ. And I don't even know if Lady DJ still doing what she doing, but they all got skinny ties. They ain't quamatized no more. Them old hags I thought was cool, man. I liked them old hags. I ain't gonna lie. I thought they was cool. Especially Lady DJ was really funnier, definitely funnier than the Fiend. But I regret liking them, man. I really do.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know Lady DJ, but when I said when you search, she's the one who really informed me into a lot of Miss 504. Lady DJ knows a lot. Her channel holds a lot of information and sums up a lot of things.
See, now this is one thing that I did like her, because I thought she was like, I thought she didn't give a hoot and would just keep it real. I thought she was a real one. Like, she came off as genuine in how she felt, and like the stuff she was analyzed, because she'd cover a lot of different sectors and stuff. It wasn't, she far from way before Kwame Brown. I know her way before this Fiend. I know Lady DJ at least 2 years before the Fiend. You know, I didn't listen, y'all. When the Fiend did that interview, okay, I don't think I even knew nothing about her then. I don't think I knew nothing about the Fiend when she did that interview on Saneter and
She be talking about Gil and Kev Gills. I think. I seen some videos where she was going back and forth with him, but Gilbert Arenas
with Nepal on the interview. Because I don't even think I was into it with Nepal at this time. If I could think hard enough, I don't even think Nepal has said nothing about
Thank you, Sugar Man.
me at this point. I gotta really look back. 3 years ago, Nepal probably go back 2 years ago. Queen Throne could help me with that one. I don't even think Nepal was on my radar at the time, so I didn't know nothing about this Fiend.
Yeah, he's correct.
Whatever I heard of the Fiend, it had a little bit of attachment with Hassan Campbel. That's it. I ain't know about her. Just like Lady DJ, but hers was funnier. What she was doing was funnier to me. The way she was dancing, like Lady DJ just was hilarious. Like she really was. The way her laughs and some of her jokes is funny, and she used to dance on that motherfucker, man. The camera be on the floor and she'd be standing up, so like over it, man. It should look hilarious. It just went cool. They got skinny ties. I can't believe Lady DJ started hating on me like that. Lady DJ, why? And you know you wrong. When I tried to come talk to you, you couldn't even talk. Cause you know you wrong. You know you ain't got nothing to say. Oh, Lady DJ.
Facts, Mika.
You said, is there anything else? So I'll say this, and then I'll be done with it. And I'm trying not to, So the minute she realized that I was around, I guess she started making up all kinds of things. There were lies about what.
Hold on. Sorry. Don't lose your thought.
Mm-hmm.
No, she's not technically from New Orleans. Mr. No Matter What, she's technically from South Carolina. Her grandfather moved to New Orleans, and she's been there ever since. But she went to a few places, committed some crimes in a few other states. But she's not originally from the NO. So that's another lie.
Does she clout chasing off the NO too?
People
That's sad.
And like, why people don't just be honest? Like the littlest things like that says a lot about, is a person trustworthy? You know, because it don't matter where you born. Like, it doesn't matter. You just be honest about something like that. But you want to appear like New Orleans is something to her, so she wanted to appear like she come from there. Like, no, don't put that junkie on New Orleans. They don't want you. You from where Skinless from. And South Carolina, y'all, hello. I'm sorry for interrupting you, honey. Go ahead.
That's okay, baby. So there were
Damn, Mika, she be talking about her passengers that she pick up too. Damn.
Accusations of womanizing, spending up all people's money, and all that crazy stuff. And I was like, what? This man has his own money. I've never heard. And so now that I'm hearing it, it's like, this is what people did to her. Men took money from her. Men slept in her place if she had one. Men, she paid for men to come see her and all of the stuff she was saying. Then she keeps mentioning your private area, and I'm like, why? And like she's ever been intimate. with you. It doesn't make sense.
I'll pull another video of one of my first uploads. They keep playing games with me.
What I don't even want to know what that is. But lady, everything is all good over here. That's all I want to say. And I would really like it if you would stop.
I mean, I don't want to talk about my kid. Listen, y'all, I don't care what these people say about me. I don't want these people bothering my babies, man. That's all. They and you know, when they do, that's when I want to clap back and like think about, don't lose context of what I'm saying. Okay, even when they do that, it don't bother me. Like it F's with me. It makes me clap back. Okay, and then I got to get in the mud.
We got about 10 minutes, and I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to come up and add their opinion to this situation.
So it's like, that's what I mean when I say I don't want these people. I want these people to leave my kids alone. Who wants their kids being stalked and harassed by Tabitha? You know, that's
right.
Come on, man.
Queen Stern, right? And she said that about Suge. SSI, really? And
Man,
she just said in the video, she was getting SSI
from her father.
From her father. You see what I'm saying?
Ejection.
It's crazy. And she even has an amount that she says that she is getting. Now, when has the government given out that type of information to a taxi driver? A random tech. She has no government credentials to even call and get that information if that were the case. I never heard of somebody still being eligible for SSI. This is crazy. Why would he even be able to get an SSI check? That don't make sense. Nobody thinks about how much the stuff she says does not make sense. He's an able-bodied man with a bomb-ass contract. What would he be doing receiving that type of assistance? It doesn't make sense. Nobody says anything like, hey, lady, you sound crazy. Please stop defaming this man.
Wow, fuck. I just read your comment. I look right up at your comment, man. God forbid a young black man catch her Uber.
Well, from the sounds of it, she's, even talking about the people in her, in her car and shit, far as the Uber shit. How you gonna talk about your passengers?
Oh my God.
Yes, Queen.
Like, this lady is literally miserable.
Obsessed. Right. And I don't even know. So then I started trying to question, why is she obsessed? Because I always feel like I gotta know why. There is no why.
Mom, boss. I don't get it either, man. Like, it's just a layers of things, especially when you just factor in, I never done nothing to her.
Exactly, but she ain't gonna talk about that. Saneter getting Social Security.
Like, sometimes you could say, man, dang, that person ain't got over this. Only thing you did was that, or even if it was something very egregious.
Facts, Naja.
Hey, that
person, Naja, you've been having some great comments. I don't want you to think that I'm ignoring you.
Person still ain't letting it go, but I did nothing, so you have to reach and assume all those other things. You know what I'm saying? And you just look at what happened throughout the time, and it's certain different people I got cool with. That's another person. That's another time it started when me and Sister T got cool. That's when Tabitha started acting crazy. And you can't be cool with both people on here. You just can't be. And that's why, remember, I was trying to mediate them too a couple of times, y'all. I be trying to put fire out, and nope, it's not gonna work, and you will be hated for it. You know what I'm saying? Certain arguments and fallouts, man, we should be able to be cool with the opposite people, man, if certain people ain't crossed that line.
I mean, But Sister T is yet another person she attacked that was not bothering her, that she did not know, and makes up things on their family. It's just person after person after person. And look at Queen's Throne comment. She wants to see y'all house, y'all cars. Because she looking at the videos and seeing it. That's obsession. That's stalking and harassment. Why do you need to see our car, where we live, any of that stuff?
Hey, and y'all gotta think it is sick when you really think about it. I'm reading Queen's Throne other comment. Like, you really gotta think about how sick her mind really is to think that you could reach out to somebody's kid like that and get away with it. She has to have done it before and got away with it. You gotta think she thinks she know me that well. Process that, y'all. My kids ain't just pop up in. Daddy always been there. I was with the mom for the first 8 years of his life. Like, that's when we broke up. That's when it became a 2-parent household. The first 8 years, Daddy was there. Like, I've always been involved with my children. You can't, ain't no problem or nothing with me and mine. Like, all parents and children, we all have those moments. Every parent and child have. We all be mad as what at our moms and dads before. You can't tell me you ain't been pissed off at your mom. Called her every name you can in your head. Went in your room saying, who ain't done that? Like, man, these people crazy. But one of the differences is when you get the Tabithas and the people like that, it genuinely was hate there. They don't have no stories of going fishing. They don't have no pictures and memories together. They don't have that. She don't have no. Only picture she got with her kids, them dope pictures she out in the streets with her son. All drugged up. Think about it. No memories, no, pictures growing up, no going to schools, award ceremonies, none of that stuff. None of that stuff. She'll have nothing to celebrate. No memories at all, man.
And it's funny that you said that, because in her video, she said when she would pack up to go to her mom's from her grandparents, she'd be excited thinking she was going to spend time with her. But then her mom would hit the streets and be in the club and stuff, drinking and, partying.
No, drinking and drugging.
And then to hear them sit over there and say things like, try to make an accusation that the kids never do anything here. And it's like, wait, hold on now. I'm pretty sure since November, when the move was made. Now I know I'm not having amnesia and losing my mind. Now, if I've been places, and had those memorable moments.
My children connected. They've been places without me.
Right.
They listen, y'all. They don't want to go back to Cleveland. Let me just say that. Do y'all hear me? My children don't want to move back to Cleveland at all. At all.
No. And here's the thing. Nobody ever said, wait, why y'all saying that? Because he showed them on video at the bowling alley.
Hold up. Look, what you mean?
What?
You talking about that? You talking about, hold up, you talking about this mini fridge? What she said about I'm telling you, she don't have a refrigerator. Yes, Queen Throne, she mad at everything. But you talk about the mini fridge.
You gotta be a petty motherfucker to talk about somebody's mini fridge. Next, she gonna talk about the drapes, the window, the microphone. Like, what else, girl?
Oh my God. My biggest thing is, what kind of nonsense is this broken individual trying to inject into someone else's child? Exactly, man. Like
The mini fridge.
that motherfucker is just sitting there. Like, I don't even know why I got there, to be honest. It's just there. It ain't even plugged up.
She already did that, Mika.
You know, I never
What the
realized that.
hell?
I thought it was plugged up.
It ain't even plugged up.
That is hilarious. I thought, hey, it's his studio area, you know, hey. Kind of like a little man cave studio.
And she had on fits, those outbursts. Like, I couldn't believe she pooped on live. Like, this woman just really crazy. Like, I thought it was.
Oh, yeah, y'all. She pooped on live. I'm not going to show it in this video, but she was literally constipated on the toilet and took a shit, you know, on live. Like, what the fuck?
The fake video. And then, like,
that is a cute fridge. I'll put some water in there, some energy drinks, whatever the hell else.
It's on her page. Look at the video. You could tell she's sitting on the toilet. You could look in the you could tell she's really on the toilet doing that. And why would you think that's cool?
Right. She got to get ice from the store down the street, because if she ain't got no refrigerator, she ain't got no freezer.
Crazy, man.
You know, other than that situation where the baby situation, you know, that sticks out most to me because that was just utterly disgusting. But you mentioned that yesterday, so it's no point in dwelling on that anymore. Just know that when you wish things like that on a child that you think is unborn, just think about what's coming back to you. No matter
those of y'all that don't know, she basically, you know, wished harm on their baby. If, you know,
no matter what you believe in, lady, God, universe, whatever you believe in your world, when you put out something negative like that about a baby, just think about what's coming back to you. Okay?
She has a granddaughter, like, you know, that's crazy. And that don't have a father here to protect them. Right? 504. Your granddaughter don't have a father here to protect her. And you out here wishing harm on people's children.
Yep. But that's it. I'm proud of you for ignoring her for as long as you did. I will say that.
Thank you very much. Looking for the banner. I was froze and couldn't click it. I just clicked it and bam, there we go. Shout out to, man, everybody in the chat-a-lack, especially Queen's Throne in the building. Shout out to you, sis. I chopped it with Ben yesterday too. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. We had a nice conversation.
all right. So really quick, I want to show you guys this thing, right? So for those of y'all that don't know, Saneter is synonymous for living in NYCHA, right? New York, you know, housing authority type of shit. And I saw this video and I definitely downloaded it, but let's take a look.
What is it?
It's Rashida from NYCHA.
Yeah, what you want?
Okay, first of all, don't talk disrespectfully. Is it Terrence?
Yeah, what you want?
Terrence, they've been complaining that you've been peeing in the elevator.
But y'all don't fix the toilet, Rashida.
Okay, hold on. First of all, don't call my name like that. We have cameras, Terrence. And you sit up here peeing in
the fix the toilet.
I don't care about that. Listen, stop being disrespectful. Stop peeing in the damn elevator. We have cameras.
Rashida, where you been?
First of all, don't ask me no.
No, I've been waiting on cabinets for 17 years.
All right, but hold on. First,
when am I going to get the cabinet?
All right, wait. Stop over-talking me. All right? Listen, I'm looking at the paperwork right here. The cabinets was due on apartment 5H. Okay?
But I'm a 6G.
All right, so what? You pick the cabinets when you send it to it. I'm not NYCHA. I just work for them. Hey, man, after doing inspections, we noticed that you've had an extra AC put into the bedroom, one of the bedrooms. Could you please explain yourself as to why you have that?
Because I needed an extra AC.
No. If you have an extra AC, you need to report that. I'm
I
tired of
just
y'all.
put it in there yesterday.
No, you need to report it immediately. Once you go from the store to the house, it needs to be reported.
But I report everything. I'm still waiting on everything else.
No, first of all, but let me break that down. First of all, in the other bedroom right there, by the bathroom, I think you put an illegal wall in there.
You talking about Joselito's room?
Joselito.
And y'all, we really got some sick ass people out here. For this woman to sit up here and, you know, holler at Uncle Suge's son, you know, contacting him. She doesn't have any prior interaction with him. I think is sick as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line. And this got Saneter's name all over it. Now, it may have, you know, Kwame's name on it too, but I definitely smell a musty ass New York rat all over this. So with that said, Royal Family, like I said, Saneter went live from the one of his little burner channels or whatever, lying and talking shit. I'll probably edit, you know, portions or whatever and debunk him. There is some stuff I gotta dig in some videos and stuff like that, and some of the live streams are pretty long. So if I don't address those portions right away, you know it's coming. So basically, I just really hope that Suge reports, you know, and follows through. He said that he is going to, you know, that he's on that. He's already in the motions of that. So I definitely encourage that, because this woman, Miss 304, was out here, you know, she trying to get his address, talking to children, this, that, and the fifth. And it's just sick as fuck that, yeah, he came at me and Suge. He regurgitating the same lies or whatever, but he had said a couple of things that I can easily debunk or whatever. I just have to find the videos on another channel. So, I don't know. But yeah, we gon' you know, see what happens with this. I think old girl Miss 304 need to come out here and apologize to Kelly and you know, Suge, and, you know, even the child, like, just via video, you know, just say, I apologize or whatever. Like, it's never okay. And I don't think that that makes it go away, but she was definitely wrong. I don't care how she tries to, you know, position it or make it look like, you know, this man has ignored her for 8 months. He didn't do shit to her. She been fucking with him. And as soon as he got on that same energy with her or whatever, or even responded to her, she got to playing the victim. And I think that's trash. You feel me? Shout out to you, Emmanuel. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all, I plan on being back. Y'all know I got surgery on Wednesday. So I plan on being back before then or whatever. But if I'm not, just know that I'm peeping all that's going on around me, and I will respond when I get the opportunity to. But I definitely want to dig through these crates a little bit, you know, of the YouTube videos. You know, Sonnet is sitting up here talking about that I begged for to be cool with him or some shit. He was lying like a motherfucker. This man was stalking me in my chat day after day after day, trying to, you know, get an interview with me, trying to, you know, be in my chat, be supportive. He used to call me and text me and shit and give me information on Hassan. But this nigga trying to tell a whole nother story. So that's how he gets fucked up. And then he tried to say that I lied about my brother passing away and it was somebody else. Don't this nigga know that people can die in the around the same time? Like, the shit is just dumb. But you know, we debunk shit, you know, when it's important or whatever. Like, some of these people are really just fishing for information, so they really want you to talk about shit so that they can just delve into your shit, and he's not gonna get that shit. Period. So hopefully Miss 304 apologize or stop doing the same shit, but I at least wanted to document it. Y'all, much love. Stay you, stay royal, stay uncompromisable, because you will see me or hear my voice in another upcoming live or pre-recorded video. I do appreciate y'all. Thank you, Emmanuel. It's an in and out surgery or whatever, but he told me to kind of just chill for some days or whatever, because you got stitches and they can bust open and shit like that. So I don't want that to happen, y'all. I have to be on literally a liquid diet for a week, and I'm like, not a week, 10 days, and then I, kind of go up far as food or whatever. But it's all worth it. I just, wanted to heal because this heartburn. Have you guys ever got heartburn so bad that you feel it in your back? Like I've only had heartburn in the last 2 days or whatever, because I'm on medicine to kind of dull down the heartburn or whatever. But if I don't take that medicine, y'all, literally I feel it all in my chest, in my throat, in my back, even. Like I've never in my life. And I really should have paid attention, right? When sometimes, like, when you get heartburn, well, far as myself, I was just like, damn, this heartburn sucks. I didn't think that it was, a hiatal hernia, which basically means that a portion of your stomach is pushing up to your diaphragm and pushing your esophagus. The portion where your food goes, it can slip and slide and things like that. And that's what happened. It can be caused by pregnancy, or like when I was pregnant with my daughter, I was literally throwing up all the time. And that is one of the signs, the things as well. There's other things too, but I'm excited to get it done, you know what I mean? So that I won't have heartburn no more, period. So yeah, I'm going to, it's been so long since I was able to like drink pineapple juice or like eat like more spicier things or whatever even. Um and I hate that. I love me some pineapple juice or some orange juice or something. But shout out to everybody in here. I appreciate you guys. I definitely do. Got some donations. I appreciate those. Thank you for the likes, the shares, and all of that, you guys. So again, because I'm gonna be gone, I'm gonna kind of chill for a little bit or whatever, but know that I'm gonna come back and it's gonna be spicier than ever. I'm gonna ask my doctor, like, because he said you can't sit for a long period of time, and I didn't ask him how long, but I'm sure, like, with the surgery and all that and post operation and stuff like that, I'll be able to, ask him those type of questions, because I will literally come. If he's like 30 minutes you can sit down or whatever, and then you got to get up and all this and that, I will literally sit down, set a timer, 30 minutes, get up, walk around, chill for a little bit, sit back down, like, for real. Because I'm going to be bored as hell. Like, I'm not going to be able to work for 2 weeks. So, but I appreciate you guys. Much love. And I'm sure you guys will probably hear from me before. But I just wanted to let you guys know, just in case, mommy duties and work duties and all that. I appreciate all you guys. I will see you guys soon. I'm not even going to play an outro song, because I've been here for a minute and I'm tired, y'all. Y'all enjoy, what is it? Sunday, and your families and this, that, and the fifth. I appreciate you guys. So what we doing? Facts. Facts. I'm not even the type to, like, want to do the, like, I don't know, just no activity, just kind of chilling and relaxing and shit be hard for me. Like the first day or two, yeah, it's cool. But then after that, I start getting bored. You know what I mean? So anyway, much love, you guys. I appreciate you guys. And hopefully we don't have, another recurrence of people, attacking other people's children's, even though that goes on YouTube. It needs to stop. And also contacting people's children. What's next, y'all? Bye, y'all.